Coming up the street in a bucket of rust. Everybody wants to fight, now they're looking at us and say, I believe it's done, but I'm headed put them up. Cause a crew coming at me looking to be tough. So I duck to my left, duck to my right. Literally everybody after me tonight. Either one of me dead or one of my brain, cause it ain't on time. Better get me when I'm down, cause I'm out of my mind. See that yet? I was born and raised in the San Francisco Bay Area. My dad lived up in the mountains in a cabin, and my mom lived in the city. So I kind of got, the best of both worlds.
So you titled the LP 2012. What made you choose the LP title?
I chose 2012 because obviously we're in the year 2012, which is actually part of the song, one of the lyrics in the song. Everyone, there was all this talk about, oh, the world's gonna end, oh, everything's going down, the Mayan calendars ended and stuff. And I started thinking about it like, 2012, everybody says it's the end of the world. And the fact of the matter is, like, for Christians, it just works as a perfect metaphor for what we have going, The world did end to us. We no longer live for the world, we live for the things of the Spirit. And so I was sitting around with one of my roommates, and we were kind of talking about that metaphor right there, and it just kind of clicked, and I was like, boom, and ran upstairs, wrote the song, titled the demo after it. Am I a religious person? Well, that's a common question, actually. If I'm religious or not, because obviously some of the stuff that I talk about in my songs kind of points in that direction.
Right.
And yeah, I would consider myself Christian, but I would not consider myself religious in that I don't follow rules. It certainly doesn't feel religious when you're living out a relationship with someone. It feels just about as religious as being in a relationship with your wife, or a father. I follow the path that Jesus laid out before us, and I try to do it with integrity, and that's, so if you want to call that religious, then yes, I am. Do I label myself a Christian rapper? I am a Christian who raps, but I'm also a Christian who drives cars, and I'm a Christian who, climbed trees when he was a kid. And when I'm driving a car, I don't call myself, a Christian driver. I didn't call myself a Christian climber as a kid. Something that's so ingrained in my spirit that it's going to, affect everything I do on a huge level. So it's pretty redundant even to say that I'm a Christian rapper. I'm trying to change people, I'm trying to move people. The best way that I can put it is that this music is my expression of myself on the deepest level. I grew up in punk rock, I grew up in hardcore, and I was real active in the straight edge hardcore scene. I was all into it. Weekends, me and my buddies would go up to Gilman and everything. But every time I would pull out my guitar and I would start writing lyrics, rap would come out. And I fought it for so long, and I would just, this isn't me, this isn't me, this isn't me. Well, eventually I just accepted it, and God told me just put yourself out there. And I think when you have purity of creative expression, when it's really just you coming out, you can't help but move people. So what I'm trying to do with this music is move people in ways that the mainstream media is failing to. People are, kids nowadays, and people in general, they can smell it when it's fake. They know it is fake. I'm living a spiritual path, or trying to live a spiritual path, and for the people that have kind of forsaken things of the world, the metaphor is just right there, that 2012, it should be the end of the world for us, where we start living for the Spirit and forsake the things of the flesh. So that's kind of the metaphor behind the song and the metaphor behind the demo as a whole. I flipped the script now when it's time to write new verses, capitalizing on my own death like advertisements on my hearse. Did the world just slow down? Or is my anxiety winding me up? Everybody seems so cold, now it's time to heat up. I've been cryogenically frozen to slow my roll like stoneless icy fingers. Everywhere I go, step on the toes of pharisaical teachers. They try to slow me down, but ain't gonna trip me up.
listen to my sound now. Let's go. Said, I could have been bitter, better bring it to the battle. You better be believing that I bit the bad apple. I had a bit of sin and get a bit of him, and everybody wins. But he's living in my heart, not a chapel. Oh my goodness, what's he saying? That young man just gone insane. But did I lose my mind? I think I opened up my eyes. I'm not Vanilla Ice or a worldly man full of sin. Truth is, I got a new life, died to pass. I drink that Kool-Aid again. Culture crucified the Christ. Tried to abort the Son of Man, but you can't erase those horrid stripes. His message for us or his plan. I can spit it real quick or in slow-mo. Spit it high, no, then go low. Now watch this, kid, as you don't know. Build up interest quicker than home loans.